Assalamualaikum Firdaus. My name is Nur Ain binti Muhammad Azwan. My matrix number is 05DGU20F1027. In this video, I would like to explain the procedure, what are differences between the concept of automation in collection topographic data using Instrument Data Station and Global Navigation Satellite System GNSS. For the surveying detail using data station, first, the data station is set up at each point in the control network in turn and used to locate detail from them as required. Second, for a detailed survey, it is standard practice to measure horizontal and vertical angles on one face only. Third, data station must be in good condition with must check by using the DFT method before start working. Field work for surveying detail using data station. First, set the instrument up over station Mark 2 and set the prism up over station Mark 1. Second, using the automation survey concept, below information required to be stored in the data station memory. First, instrument height HI. Second, reflector height HR and mini prism height HR. Third, bearing and distance of datum and coordinate of datum if have. Third, of procedure. Select a nearby control station as a reference object. Cite this point and record the horizontal circle reading. All the detail in the radiation pattern will now be fixed in relation to this chosen duration. Next, the mini prism mounted on the detail pole is held the detail point being fixed P and observed by the data station. Care should be taken to ensure that the detail pole is held vertically. After that, the actual reservation taken at each pointing are being recorded. Care should be taken to stand by a backup of traverse booking and a sketch of the recorded detail. Step 6. Once point P has been located, the detail pole is moved to the next point and the procedure is repeated for each detail point in turn until all the observations have been complete. Then, as far as practicable, each of the detail points should be selected in a clockwise. Add the final setting should be back to the RO to check that the setting of the horizontal circle has not been altered during the observation. The linear disclosure of the traverse must follow the cadastral rules first class. Hence, it is admissible during a long series of data station readings. To take a setting back to the RO after, say, every 10 2 points of detail. 9. Using automation survey concept, all measurement recorded must be downloaded from the data station to computer via cable, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, memory card or USB. 10. The data can be processed using survey software such as Civil Design and Survey CDS. The next step is the last touch-up should use CAD-based software such as AutoCAD to produce engineering plan. 12. Plotting using various sizes of papers such as A3, A2, A1, and A0. For the detailed surveying using GNSS equipment. First, totally different concept from data station. Using less equipment and labor but need a proper skills to handle the instruments. 2. There are two methods to conduct the detailed surveying using GNSS equipment. First, kinematic survey and RTK survey. In the RTK survey, have a local base station RTK and network RTK. For a kinematic survey, first, one or more receiver to be located at known position. Second, the rover is moved from point to point during a survey. This is why it is called kinematic or on the move. Third, all the data collected by the reference and roving receivers is stored in handheld computer, controllers or onboard receivers. Fourth, the data collected by the reference or roving receivers is stored in handheld computer, controllers or onboard receivers is then transferred to a host computer after the field work has been complete. 5. The host computer is then used to compute the position of all the points surveyed using GPS software post-processing. RTK survey, local base station RTK. First, the base receiver is set up on a known point which the coordinates have been determined. Second, the base receiver communication is connected with rover receiver via radio modem, cellular modem or a mobile phone. It sends correction or alters satellite data it collects to the rover working on site. Third, the data collected by the roving receiver is stored in controllers or onboard receivers is then transferred to a host computer after the fieldwork has been complete. Fourth, the host computer is then used to produce engineering plan. RTK Survey Network RTK. First, the rover receiver communication is connected with base receiver via cellular modem or a mobile phone at MyRTK Net Station, Cupang, Sarawak. Second, it sends correction or all the satellite data it collects to the rovers working on site in real time. Third, the data collected by the roving receiver is stored in controllers or onboard receivers is then transferred to a host computer after the fieldwork has been complete. Fourth, the host computer is then used to produce engineering plan.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Fakhur Aziz bin Adnan. My metric number is 05DGU20F1002. I will answer the question about the difference between the concept of automation in collecting topography data using instrument authorization and global navigation satellite system GNSS about data quality. For using Total Station Survey, all measurement was recorded must be downloaded from Total Station to computer via cable, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, memory card or USB. The data can be processed using survey software such as Civil Design and Survey CDS. The last touch up or data outcome should be use CAD-based software such as AutoCAD to produce engineering plan. Plotting using various size of papers such as A3, A2, A1, and A0. For GNSS, it totally different concept from Total Station. Using less equipment and labor but need a proper skills to handle the instrument. There are two methods to conduct the detailed surveying using GNSS equipment. First, kinetic survey. Second, RTK survey. For RTK survey, it has two fractions. First, local base station RTK. Second, network RTK. For kinematic survey, one or more receiver to be located at known position. The rover is moved from point to point during a survey. This is why it's called kinematic or on the move. All the data collected by the reference and roving receiver is stored in handheld computer controller or onboard receiver. The data collected by the reference and roving receiver is stored in handheld computer controller or on receiver is then transferred to a host computer after the fieldwork has been complete. The host computer is then used to compute the position of all the points surveyed using GPS software. Next, RTK survey for local base station RTK. First, the base receiver is set up on a known point which the coordinates have been determined. Second, the base receiver communication is connected with rover receiver via radio modem, cellular modem, and mobile phone. It sends correction or all the satellite data it collects to be rover working on site. Third, the data collected by the roving receiver is stored in controller or onboard receiver is then transferred to a host computer after the fieldwork has been complete. Fourth, the host computer is then used to produce engineering plan. So next, RTK survey for network RTK. First, the rover receiver communication is connected with the receiver via cellular modem or a mobile phone at MyRTK Net Station Jupem Sarawak. It sends correction or all the satellite the data it collects to the rover working on site in real time. Third, the data collected by the roving receiver is stored in controllers or onboard receivers is then transferred to a host computer after the fieldwork has been complete. Fourth, the host computer is then used to produce engineering plan. That's that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Hazretani bin Azaman. My matrix number is 05DGU20F1013. The concept of automation in collecting topography data using instrument total station. First of all, for the data download procedure, all measurement data recorded from the total station may be transferred to a laptop or computer through cable, USB, memory card, and so on. Second, civil design and survey software can be used to handle data that has already been downloaded. Third, instrument height, reflector height, and minimum height, bearing and distance of data are all required to be kept in the total station memory. For concept of automation in collecting topography data using instrument global. First, GNSS has a network of satellites that connect with ground receiver. When a receiver requests data to compute its location, 4 or more GPS satellites interact with the receiver, delivering their satellite position, the time the data was delivered, and the distance between the satellites.
Hi, my name is Nuro Atifa binti Awangaji and my matrix number is 05 DGU 20F1010 and I am from class DGU 3A.
A total station combines the functional of the odolite with an auto-level and electronic distance meter. Total station analyze the slope between themselves and a specific point and give position coordinates in space. Total station can be manual or robotic. The difference being that the robotic model have a motor that allows them to be controlled remotely and can be operated by one person. Manual models require one person holding the total station and another holding a reflective sensor. For each measurement, the surveyor that is holding the total station must align the reflector in the telescope crosshair. Global Navigation Satellite System (GNSS) is a general term describing any satellite constellation that provides positioning, navigation, and timing (PNT) service on a global or regional basis. Difference costing between total station and global navigation satellite system known as GNSS. There are some different type of brand of total station and global navigation satellite system GNSS. The price is according from the brand and type of further item. For total station, Leica type is valuable on average 25,000 ringgit. For the Topcon brand is 10,000 ringgit Malaysia and the robotic total station is 98 ringgit Malaysia, one tourist 100,000 ringgit Malaysia. Meanwhile, for the Global Navigation Satellite System, GNSS is the brand of Stones S700A, valuable as 16,000 ringgit Malaysia and above. For eSurvey E600 and eSurvey E300 Pro, is both of the item is 28,000 ringgit and 31,000 ringgit. For the Septentrio Nitrous NRT is 41,000 ringgit Malaysia. The Total Station and Global Navigation Satellite System GNSS is more expensive the item, then the quality of the item is better and good quality for the item.
Hello, My name is Kochiasi Analika. Registration number is 05DGU20F1026. The advantage of total station is first, fieldwork is carried out very fast. Second, accuracy of measurement is high. Number 3 is manual error involved in reading and recording are eliminated. Number 4 is calculation of coordinate is very fast and accurate. Even corrections for temperature and pressure are automatically made. Number 5 is computer can be employed for map making and plotting contour and cross-section. Contour intervals and scales can be changed in no time. So, the disadvantage of total station is, first, elevation of a point may not be accurate as with leveling instrument. Second is, horizontal coordinates are calculated on a rectangular grid system, but actually it should be on spheroid and rectangular coordinate and must be transformed to geographic coordinates. Then, the advantage of GNSS is all the global navigation systems are available at the same time. GNSS leverage benefits of all these systems. It provides more access and availability of signal to operators. Second, GNSS provides accurate timing information which is utilized to develop high-precision IoT network. And number 3 is multiply GNSS constellations, improve availability of navigation solution. This improve TTFF. TTNF stand for time to first fix. Number 4 is it saves time and money by delivering increased location accuracy and enhanced performance. Number 5 is multiply GNSS system offer uninterrupted connectivity in all the locations such as dense and vast forest, densely populated city, and so on. Lastly is GNSS receivers remove any failed satellite from its list of navigation solution automatically. So, the disadvantage of GNSS is it cannot support requirement of all phases of flight with stringent precision approaches. Hence, augmentation systems are needed along with GNSS system. Second, GNSS affect aircraft operators, air traffic service, pilot, and regulatory personnel. And the lastly is the safety of GNSS navigations depends on accuracy of navigations database.